Welcome to this lecture. In this slide, we are going to discuss some more terms of distributed database, coordinating sites and participating sites. So coordinating site, starting point of the transaction is called coordinating site, and participating site, these are the sites where transactions are executed. So a site that initiate a transaction is called coordinating site. We know that sometimes we want to update data at all the sites because data is replicated at all the sites. Participating sites where transactions are executed are called participating sites. So suppose I am here at site 1 and I want to update data which is in S2, S3 and S4. So S1, where starting point of the transaction, is called coordinating site and participating site. So here S2 is the participating site. So S2, S3, S4, these are the participating sites. If I suppose that I am here at site 2 and I initiate the transaction, then site 2 is the coordinating site and site 1 may be participating site. Transaction manager, TM, and TC, transaction coordinator. Transaction manager, every site has its own manager that manages transactions, and transaction coordinator manage to coordinate its own transactions. Transactions are in bulk. How to manage transactions or how a site can manage transactions? Simply, every site has two techniques which are TM and TC. For example, for TM, any site can send transactions to site 1, so transaction manager helps to execute the instructions or transactions. Example for TC, site 1 sends transactions to all the sites, so transaction coordinator will take care of that transactions. On transactions mean that are initiated by site 1. So here on transaction manage to coordinate its own transactions mean if S1 initiate the request or initiate a transaction, then transaction coordinator will take care of that transactions. Otherwise, transaction manager will take care all the transactions. For example, S2 sends transactions to S1, then transaction manager will take care, and here S2 at S2 transaction coordinator will take care of the transactions because it's own transactions. So every site has TM and TC, like here at S1, 2, 3 and 4 respectively. Example of transaction. For example, I want to update data. So what are the operations that are going to perform? A transaction may be a combination of operations. For example, I want to update data. Update operation can be divided into number of low-level tasks or operations. A data update operation can be divided into 3 tasks. So the first one is read data. Reads data atom from storage to main memory. In first step, we are going to identify where to update. Change value of atom in the main memory, which is modified data. Temporary change will be done in the next step in main memory, and the last step, write data. Basically, we are going to write data at certain location. Write the modified value. So we are going to write modified value from main memory to storage. This is the last step to insert the updated data into appropriate location.